How do you hook a reader in an argumentative essay? In this lesson, you will learn to hook your reader by writing an effective introduction. This is the prompt we've been answering. We're answering the question, what kind of people were the Crafts? And this is the process we've been going through. We did a close reading. We've analyzed our assignment or our prompt. Next, generating and planning. Next will be drafting and revising. And finally, editing and publishing. Right now we're at step 4, drafting and revising in our essay writing process. We've finished our essay planning map, and now we're ready to start drafting the actual essay. So where do we start? Well, at the beginning, of course. This will be our format of our essay. First, we'll write an introductory paragraph, and then we'll use our essay map to draft three body paragraphs. And last, we'll write a conclusion paragraph. So at this point, we're ready to start drafting an introductory paragraph. The introduction is the first thing your reader sees, so it really needs to grab their attention. If your introduction doesn't hook your reader, it probably won't even be read. You won't convince anyone of your claim. So here are the steps we'll follow. First, brainstorm possible hooks by asking, how can I get my reader's attention? Second, connect the hook sentences to your claim. And third, include the title of the text as well as the author. So step 1 is to brainstorm possible hooks by asking, how can I get my reader's attention? So what are my options? I know I don't want to start with, in this essay, I will convince you that the Crafts are brave. That would not get anyone's attention. So maybe I could tell a funny joke or a riddle. Well, it's not really a funny story, so maybe not. Maybe a statistic or an interesting fact. I know this author used quotes from the Crafts book, or a question. I could make a startling statement or give an anecdote. I think a question might work best in this essay. Since my claim is that the Crafts are brave, I think I want to put my readers in their shoes. I want the readers to think about how they would feel and react in those scary situations. So I'm going to start my question with something like, can you imagine? Now, what do I want the reader to imagine? Maybe, can you imagine being owned by someone? That's pretty startling and attention-grabbing. But I'm not sure anyone really can imagine being owned by someone. I'm not sure that that will even get me to the point about the Crafts being brave either. Let's see. Well, I want the reader to picture themselves on this dangerous journey, so I'll start with the beginning of their journey. And at the beginning, they disguised Ellen as a white man, so I think I'll use that idea. Can you imagine disguising yourself as the opposite gender and race? Yes, I think people could imagine that, but I need to let the reader know that this wasn't just for fun, like dressing up for Halloween. This was life-threatening circumstances. For a costume party, this could be a great idea to fool people. But now can you imagine if your very life depended on fooling people with your disguise? Okay, I think I'm happy with that hook. Step 2 is to connect the hook sentences to your claim. Well, to do that, I think I'll let the reader know that this was exactly what the Crafts dealt with in their escape. Since my claim is that the Crafts are brave, this connection will explain to my reader that the Crafts had to be brave to have endured and that kind of terror and keeping up a disguise when their lives depended on it. Step 3 is to include the title and the author of the text. In The Great Escape from Slavery of Ellen and William Craft by Marion Smith Holmes, that is exactly the situation the Crafts were in when they attempted to escape from slavery in 1848. Now, I think I'm almost finished, but I do need to state my claim directly here at the end of my paragraph. After reading this article, it is obvious that the Crafts were courageous people. So here's what my draft of my introductory paragraph looks like. Our planning map will guide us through the rest of the essay. We have all the information we want to include, and now we'll just have to craft sentences and paragraphs together to create our complete essay. Each of our 3 reasons will become the topic sentence of the 3 body paragraphs. And then the evidence for those reasons and the opposing claim will become the details of the paragraphs. So in the writing process, we are at the draft and revise step. Our next step in drafting will be to write the 3 body paragraphs of our essay. We'll need our essay map to help us keep our essay on the right track. So these are the steps we followed to grab our reader's attention. First, we brainstormed possible hooks by asking, how can I get my reader's attention? Next, we connected the hook sentences with our claim. And last, we included the title of the text as well as the author. In this lesson, you have learned to hook your reader by writing an effective introduction.